The first promo code websites date all the way back to the Wild West days of the World Wide Web, the 90s.
I've always wanted to see the frontier before it's gone.
Most websites back then simply gave you printouts that you could cut out and bring to a physical shop, a physical location. It wasn't until around 2006 that digital promo codes that you could apply in a checkout online really hit the mainstream.
RetailMeNot.com is a site that offers a massive list of current coupon codes for popular shopping sites all over the net.
And from there emerged a few giant players around the world. This video was going to be about the history and the current status of the industry, but I was watching an interview that one of those early CEOs did with business YouTuber Ali Abdaal. Huel founder Julian Hearn recanted a story about how he used a virtual assistant to build his first company, a multi-million-dollar empire simply called promotionalcodes.org.uk. Stupid name, I know. 2008 was a totally different time. This day and age it would be called something super cool like butterfly.io. Anyway, he walked us through step by step how his VA gathered coupon codes, wrote blog content, and went about link building to rank him at the top of Google searches. And then there was something that he said that just struck me.
They might ban voucher code websites. I think that those days are over.
He said, those days are over. Affiliates now ban coupon code websites. That sounds like a challenge to me. Instead of the history of the industry, this is the story of how I built a business from scratch, gathered thousands and thousands of coupon codes, and got dozens of affiliates on board all in under 48 hours. So we've already decided that we're gonna start like a promo codes website where you can find the best promo codes in the world. Yeah, why not? We're about to brainstorm names, domains, and everything that has to do with the website itself. Deborah's really like the brains behind the branding and the business. And so we're going to consult with her a little bit. I'll come up with some ideas too, but we're almost definitely going to go with something she comes up with.
I don't brainstorm, I just go for it, because you never know if it's available.
Okay, so just what's first?
Deal stream.
You already brainstormed. What are you saying? You just go for it.
A deal stream.
No, you already brainstormed.
Let's see if it's available. Deal stream. Mistletoe.
Mistletoe.com is taken, but what else? What other options do we have in that realm?
No, I forget about it. Mistletoe. It's very interesting because it's like you don't want to miss
Old toe.
the deal.
It's $4,000. You really want to spend $4,000?
Oh no, gosh.
His best idea gone. Promise. Promise. Promo.
Promise.
Promise. How about this? I promise it's a great deal.
I promise it's a great deal. But it's taken.
Taken.
No. Okay. Promo. Promise promo. No, it's Promismo.
Is that Promismo? It's like Italian or something.
Love.
It's available.
It's
Promismo.
available. It's good.
Okay, can we write that down in our list of possibilities?
Come on. Just
If you think it's that good, you just like go for it. Boom, we're done. Move on.
Yeah, it's great.
We don't need to deliberate. We can move on.
Let's buy this domain.
That's it. That's
Love
ours.
it.
Let's get to designing. Now, the first thing that I needed to do if I wanted to follow down that same path that Julian Hearn did is I needed to figure out what type of promo code website I was going to make. Currently, there are essentially 4 different types of promo code websites. There are sites like Retail Me Not and Coupon Follow, which are just like these huge libraries of coupons, and like everything that they write about is just coupon related. They don't really have to be anything else because either they're really great at SEO or they advertise. This is the category that Julian Hearn's first multi-million-dollar business would fall into. And when I saw this type of website advertising on Google, that's when I realized that Julian Hearn was definitely wrong. There's still money to be made. There has to be. If these websites can afford to advertise on Google for a different company just for the commission that they pay on a potential sale, there has to be something there. New software has emerged in the last decade or so, something like Honey, that sits in your browser and tests a whole bunch of different coupon codes all at once while you're at the checkout. Honey and other software like it is the reason that Retail Me Not's stock price has gone down around 70% in the last decade. They're probably the biggest threat to that first traditional model, and by far the most compelling reason that I have why this might not work at all. I mean, who's even searching for coupon codes in 2022? Now, the third model is a website that focuses on making you or forcing you to download an app or to start out introductory offer in exchange for something else, like an Amazon gift card. Now, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. This model is a total scam. After many offers on about a dozen of these websites, absolutely nothing worked. And they almost certainly still made their money on every app that I downloaded and every application I filled out. My company's definitely not gonna do this one. I might be cheeky at times, but I don't lie and I don't scam people. This is out. Now, the fourth option is what I'll call the Groupon model, which you also have voucher here in the UK. It's kind of the same thing, where essentially a person can put their service on a website and give it their own discount. Now, the Groupon model or the voucher model, I think, is the model that is best protected against companies like Honey, which are decimating the coupon market. Everything is self-contained inside of Groupon. You could call Groupon something like a mix between the first model and Airbnb. Groupon makes way more money than a company operating in the first category. Part of that is because they take a really hefty commission. I couldn't find the figure, but I've read somewhere that a Facebook email is worth about $1. A Groupon email is worth about $60. These websites in the first category, they're not collecting emails, at least not in the same way that Groupon is. And so I think that we could have some sort of fusion between these two models, and that might just be our USP, the thing that proves Julian Hearn wrong, that these websites can still make it. I will eventually need to figure out exactly what that looks like, but first, we're just gonna set this thing up.
If you look at all the other promotional deals, they look a little scammy or they look like very old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Like very old-fashioned. So I like the idea of looking more hip, like neon colors, and like it has a lot of Instagram brands on it and things. Can you turn this into
the coupon thing? It's just for buying NFTs and has like...
But does that mean you can't change it to a brand?
I can do anything I want. It's just...
It just looks very like happy and looks like a...
Yeah, but it's not built for the same thing. This is like an auction type of website. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's probably harder to start with that and get to what you want. Go ahead.
So I found some really good templates that basically do exactly what we want to do.
What is it? What is exactly what we want to do?
Well, I put voucher deals into the search,
Yeah.
and then you have this template and several other ones, but I like this one because it's very eye-catchy. You can also do add to cart, get discount.
So that people can check out directly on the website.
First,
My wife always gets distracted. She's already thinking of a new domain, and I'm just like, no, let's go.
Retrieved Gold.
That's the name of our lot.
I know, and it's available.
Retrieved Gold is available. Show me.
But we're gonna make a video for each, and then we're gonna put it on Open Lagoon.
We're gonna start selling our websites and companies on openlagoon.com. Okay, do it. Buy the
Are you ready?
Wait, hold on. How much is it? We have to set the theme up on a new website, essentially. So I'm gonna go to my hosting. I'm gonna deploy a new web app, WordPress. We're gonna call what's the domain again? I forgot.
Promismo.
Promismo.com. Is that right?
Don't forget. Yeah. Why? Does it
We've
look
only
so
owned it
juicy?
for like 10 minutes.
Does it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds fine. Promismo.
Excuse me.
Okay, so next we're going to set up on a CDN and hook up our hosting with our domain. My wife got bored because it got too technical. Managed to set up the website. This is what we have. So in the course of like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes or so, we came up with an idea, came up with a domain name, bought the domain name, set up the hosting, chose a theme, and we basically have, you know, the beginnings of our website here. So next steps are to be determined. So yesterday, after kind of building the website, we went to our club where our kids have classes and stuff. And while they were in their classes, I was researching like a little bit more about how these companies make money. I knew that it was affiliate marketing, but I thought that we were gonna have to apply to a whole bunch of affiliate programs like one by one. But I discovered when I was looking at one of them in particular, this website right here, and if you click on go to the link right here, I'm gonna move this up here. Take a look at the bar when I click it up. You'll see that it quickly flashes up to something called Share a Sale, which I didn't know what that was. Now, after a little bit of research, I've realized that Share a Sale is actually an affiliate network with like thousands of different companies that you can link to. And so, of course, I applied, and it's not hard. I got accepted in just a couple of minutes. Some of them are really small companies that nobody's ever heard of. But some of them are like Reebok and Claire's and stuff like that. So you can become an affiliate of those companies very quickly. And one of them, which I thought was interesting, because it was Scarrett, because we've been to Scarrett. We were supposed to work with Delphinus So Promismo is a proud affiliate of Lucky Sake, Micro Ingredients, Spimba, Delphinus, Key Tours. I think we're gonna probably be able to produce like maybe some tourist type cool videos. We expect the business to be fully functional by tomorrow. But SEO takes a long time, social media takes a long time. But if we can just leave it on autopilot for a while, maybe eventually we'll be turning some money. I have always either written content myself or hired somebody, like a real person, to write it. But last night, I started diving into like these AI generators. And I have to say, I'm actually pretty impressed with what they came up with. The internet is a weird and wonderful place, full of all sorts of delightful things. But one of the less delightful aspects of the internet is the proliferation of promo code websites. These websites are quite simply a scam. They exist solely to trick people into revealing their personal information. I think that's actually a pretty powerful intro. I mean, it's not exactly what I would say, but that gets you like 98% of the way there, to be honest. So as kind of mentioned before, we've decided it's best to go with a fusion of Model 1 and Model 4. We believe that Model 4 is probably the best protected and probably the biggest moneymaker in the long run. But Model 1 is probably the easiest to attack right away and find success right away. There's definitely some danger in like trying to quote unquote be too many things. But we've sort of come up with a system that splits people based on location and like the type of customer that they are, ideally so that we can, figure out how to market to them sometime in the future, and it's not really an issue. So we'll get to the Groupon model later, but the first thing that we need to do is gather as many coupon codes as we can and put them directly in the site. Sites like Retail Me Not and Coupon Follow take years and years to gather up all of their coupon codes that make up what is their site, but I obviously don't have time for that. So I wrote a Python script. It is currently scraping Coupon Follow as we speak. And when I get home, we will have all the coupon codes we need. My girls are learning about Australia. So my script is still running. I'm gonna go ahead and create my first voucher codes by hand because I've actually got a great one in my mind. So a lot of you guys might know that I have a virtual assistant service called Lil Assistants. For as little as $4 an hour, you can get a virtual assistant to help you out with just about any task that can be done from a keyboard. There is a $100 sign-up fee, and for this Promismo exclusive, for this one time, I'm gonna be knocking off that $100 fee. So this is your chance. If you haven't done it yet, if you've thought about it, right now is your chance to get that sign-up fee knocked off. Okay, $100 off, no sign-up fee for Lil Assistants. Use the code, use the link/code to get that. There we go, $100 off sign-up fee for Lil Assistants. Get code, boom, and there we go. We've got our very first coupon code here. We click get code, Promismo exclusive. It's already copied to the clipboard. Takes us to Promismo code, paste that in right there. So this is your opportunity. Okay, so it did take me a little bit longer than I thought to actually get these coupon codes in the format that I really needed them in, but now it's there. I've got almost 16,000 coupon codes from just about 1,000 businesses scraped from Coupon Follow. It is not all of Coupon Follow's voucher codes, but it is from their 1,000 most popular businesses out of 5,000. So I would imagine that, the top 20% is probably where they get 80% of their traffic. So I'm probably okay with that for now. So you might be asking yourself, like, why would I do that? Why would I just take a website like Coupon Follow, scrape it, and take all of their coupon codes? The answer is, I don't know exactly. I'm not exactly an expert in search engine optimization, and I think that the vast majority, like even 99% of people who would call themselves SEO experts, are liars. What I do know is that where I have found success from Pick Your Photo or from my personal blog See the Journey is from consistently creating content. That's what my entire strategy revolves around, is creating content that people want to read, content that answers specific questions that people have. And I think in order to really benefit the most from that, I have to have a lot of questions answered right away. People are looking for valid coupon codes, and I have them. The coupons that I have, the pages that I've created, are different enough from Coupon Follow that they won't be seen by Google as duplicate content. And as you'll see in a minute, we're creating lots and lots of blog articles around the coupon codes. So if I can successfully start this website, this company, with 16,000 coupon codes, we can continue adding more coupon codes, we can continue writing blog articles, we can continue contributing to our SEO, and honestly, I can just set it on autopilot. A video to our virtual assistant, Jonathan, who's actually gonna be doing the AI writing. Hey, Jonathan. Okay, so basically how this is gonna work is we are using an app called Jasper.ai, and we are going to be pumping out articles really, really fast. So the first thing that you need to do is come up with a title. It doesn't have to be the finishing title, just something. So when you put in something like the 7 most interesting, then it creates like one of those BuzzFeed style lists that's just like, we compose. And so then we just go, you keep, as long as you're happy with it, which I usually am happy enough anyway, you just keep going. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Envato Elements, which is a stock media site. We get all of our images, you know, we add in images of the Berlin Zoo, of the Berliner Mauer, of Berlin itself, as well as like the Reichstag, which is the famous government building that was burned down. And we just take those images, we insert them into the blog article, and that's it. I'm using another app that's like kind of AI video editing, and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing, try to pump out a bunch of social media posts. As I've shown before, most coupon sites look something like this. We think our unique selling proposition, or one of them, is that it's more active, more engaging, you know, with like beautiful images, more like Instagram, social media, something a little bit more for like the newer generation who are looking. It's the exact same coupon, of course, but you know, it has something that's a little bit more beautiful, maybe even a little bit more shareable than something over here. And I'm gonna have my virtual assistants adding images to all of those coupon codes so that when people find them, they'll be a little bit more engaging, a little bit more beautiful. After the initial 48 hours that I had started this business, I ended up with about 66, I think I recorded 66 blog articles and 15,475 coupon codes or something like that. We set up the email list, we set up pretty much everything that it needs, because I'm sure that there are plenty of people who are curious, as I was kind of curious too. The direct cost of this to me right so far has been about $86. That's $69 for the theme, which is the most significant expense, plus $12 for the domain and $5 for the hosting. The exact cost is a little bit harder to quantify because, you know, I used software and features that I would be paying for otherwise, like Envato, Storyblocks, for example, or just 2 examples. And so, yeah, but in addition to that, in the first 48 hours, I put about 20 hours of work into it, of my own work, and my virtual assistant put in an additional 20 hours of work, roughly. He's put in an additional like 22, 24 hours or something like that on top of that in the next couple of days, in the next few days. And so, you know, that of course has to be factored into the cost. We had something like 3 dozen affiliates, and I just kind of set it on autopilot. And now we have a little over 16,000 coupon codes. We've got 216 blog articles, I think. 216. A couple of things that I've learned that I've put together is our AI blog writer, Jarvis, is, I would say, a little bit on the expensive side. We kind of switched over to something called Write Cream. It's another service that kind of does the same thing, and they have this unlimited plan, but I have to be honest, it's not nearly as good. So I don't know exactly which one we're going to continue with. I'm sort of just investing in long-term SEO in the same way that Julian Hearn did back in 2008, and we'll kind of see how it goes. I mean, I'm already increasing in Google traffic. I've already made $7 from affiliates, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but I didn't expect to be making anything by now. So it's definitely something. So I'm just gonna continue investing in this by paying my virtual assistant to keep creating content, to keep plugging my affiliate links in everywhere he goes, and to keep getting new coupon codes from around the internet as well as directly from my affiliates. I sort of alluded to this earlier in the video, but I'm actually gonna be selling this business, this website. It's a premium domain name with a fully built out website. In 5 days, we managed to put together like a whole year of content, and we've got a virtual assistant working on it full time. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, then get in touch with me. As soon as Open Lagoon is up online, I'll be listing it there. And you know, the more time goes on, the more it's gonna be worth. And that is it. See you next time.